Okay, friends, this is going to be a very emotional video. It's nothing like what I'd planned for this evening. I had meant to discuss a few technical matters, but life had other plans, and I think yesterday uh, it was quite unusual for me to make a post for All Souls Day. And something made me do this because I felt there were many people in need of solace. And there are more and more people grieving and in need of solace. And there are many people with bottled grief who are not speaking up or are unable to speak up, or whose grief we don't come to know very readily. And I had posted this candle with all of them in mind. Sorry, I'm not able to show this very well, but those of you on Facebook will recall that I had posted this candle for All Souls Day and some of you had responded. Well, one very young person who came across this oh, gave a sign somehow that she had bottled grief, which I knew nothing about, and I was a little surprised um, to hear from her. So, on probing further, I was pretty shocked at what she revealed to me. This person is very young. She is not yet out of her teens, and she is just this wonderful, sweet young woman. She's more like a little girl. I know her in person, and she's very lovely and very loving. And there's no way one would know that she had the memory, this terrible memory of a trauma hidden inside her. And today she opened up to me about it. This is really emotional for me to speak about, so bear with me. And I'm choking up on my words actually. But she spoke up about this and told me about, I knew about, I've heard a lot about sad losses, people losing their parents at a very young age, and mm, people losing my cousin lost her mother in an air crash, and that was a big trauma for the three of them. She was the oldest, and she had a younger brother and a very very young sister, and I remember them fresh from that trauma. And I've seen people go through it. My own mother lost her mother when she was 8. But losing a parent, losing a dear mother in these circumstances is horrific. She lost her mother to abuse by her father. And mother was set on fire and destroyed, all in the presence of this little girl. And it just broke my heart to be told all this so calmly by this young woman. And it's just overwhelming that she should have trusted me to just speak up about this. I'm so grateful to her. And when I see her and when I look back on the few times I've met her in person, I think, this girl comes through to me as like Chiron, the wounded healer. And I feel a great sense of happiness, comfort, I feel protected in her presence, which is something amazing. It's like she is channeling the maternal spirit, the maternal force in her life that she was robbed of so early. And I am overwhelmed and impressed, and I don't know what else to say. I just take my hat off to this little girl. I should say she has the soul of a daughter for me. And I'm holding you. You will be listening to this. I'm not going to name you. I want to protect your privacy. And you will be listening to this. And know that I'm holding you tight. And know that though All Souls Day is over, I realize I've written a blog post on the theme November gloom is a creep. November was a happy month for me because I came into this world. But when I think of how the same month is so utterly tragic, and is a month when a totally helpless little 5-year-old is traumatized in this manner, loses and grieves all her life. A loss, it's a memory she can't erase. I mean, it just hurts. It just hurts. It's November. You can be so cruel, so cruel. Life should not be so cruel to anybody. When you meet somebody, you see their smile, you see their sweetness. You don't know about the wound. All I can say is we are all hanging by this thread. This thread is connecting us all. We are all hanging by this. Anything can strike us anytime. People just stop this insane quarreling and bickering and fighting, for God's sake. Doesn't help anybody. I'm not the kind who delivers big lectures, but this has shaken me up, and I promised her that today I'm going to light a special candle just for her mother, for the peace of her soul. You may believe in these things or not, but do join me in surrounding her with your love, your loving embrace. She needs everybody. She needs all the support she can get. Be there for her in your heart. The good energies will reach her. Somehow they'll reach her. They'll reach her through this video. Even if you don't know her, she doesn't know you. And know that there are countless people like her, but we don't even think about them. We are self-obsessed. We think of how this person hurt me, that person did this to me, I am suffering, I've gone through all this, I have this. There are people among us. We just don't know. We don't know behind that sweet smile. Okay, I'll stop pontificating. For you, little girl, this is it. See, I'm showing you the candle. I'm moving a little further from I think unfortunately, this camera keeps following me, so I have to change the settings a little bit. And excuse the mess, the unmade bed, the general chaos. It's been a very chaotic day for me today. There's been a lot of chaos in my mind, processing a lot of things. But this is the candle, and may this candle be a beacon for all those who need it. There are many people with this hidden wound deep inside them. This is for all of you, and most especially for this dear little girl. who's a little daughter to me. Bless you, and may nobody ever have to go through what you went through. Please, and all of us should look out for this happening in the lives of those around us, and we should stop it. This just should not happen to anyone. My prayers. Join me, please. Just a moment's silence. For all those who need it, for all those who need it. Thank you.